And we're live. How's it going, everybody?
Yay.
What's up, everybody? I'm Alex, that man, and these are my fellow coaches, but also my friends. And we're hanging out. We're deciding to just go live until the end of the month, every single day for a little bit. We don't know how long, but we're just gonna try to provide y'all with some information, some good value, and entertainment too, because we're really good friends and we have fun together. So if y'all watched the test live last night, it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun. So welcome in. We will be doing a live every Friday. The time is not going to be exact every time. We'll try to shoot for the same time that we started today, which is 12 Eastern, 9 a.m. Um, Pacific. But we're not going to commit to that because we're busy people. We're busy people. We're healthy. We're moving. We're doing things, and so we can't commit to that. But if you guys were to follow us all on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel. You'll be notified. You'll know every time we all go live, and we'll all be going live one way or the other throughout this week. So do that, and the links to that is in the description of this YouTube video. It's also in the description of the Facebook post. And if you're if you came from Instagram, then you already know how to find us. So I'm gonna let everyone introduce themselves, starting with Jen. Sensei.
Hi, I'm Alex's sensei. I'm Jen Lantz. I have lost a total of 94 pounds since July 14th. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I am a realtor, and I absolutely love what I do, health coaching and helping people get healthy, change their lives, and all the things. So I'm going to pass it down to Adrienne, who's below me.
Hi, I'm Adrienne Lytton. I'm a mom. I have two kids that are getting really close to being teenagers, so that's an interesting, fun time in my life right now. I'm also a Pilates instructor. I lost 75 pounds and have maintained that weight loss for over 2 years because of this amazing program that we all found. So yeah, and I am as Alex calls me, the Grandmaster Sensei.
You're the Master Sensei.
Master Sensei. Shannon's Grandmaster.
Shannon's
Okay,
Grandmaster.
I'm Master Sensei. Okay. And then I'll pass it over to, so I don't know which way I'm going. Okay, to Sarah. Awesome,
Hi,
Sarah.
guys. Yeah, I'm Sarah Chapman. I've been on our program for about 68 days now, and I've lost 44 pounds within that time. I started losing a little bit of weight before I started, so about mid-March is when I started my weight loss journey. And I'm also a mom of 3 kids, and then I have 2 stepchildren too. So it can get a little crazy around here. I do vintage resale, and I am kind of addicted to Instagram. So I do stories a lot. So if you want some laughs, then go ahead and go over to my page, because I love to make people laugh, make them happy. And I never thought that I would be a health enthusiast, but here I am today. So I'm really excited to talk to everybody.
Definitely. So I want to point out there's 12 people currently watching right now. If you haven't said hi yet, don't be shy. Say hi in the chat, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. Say hi to us. We're going to give a couple shout outs to a few people, right? Let's do that. We got Alexis, KIT Enterprise. What's up, Alexis? Lexi, good to see you. It's been a while since I've seen you. We got Rebecca. What's up, Rebecca?
Why does my hand look so big?
Right?
My hand, it looks huge. Look.
We got Go Girl. What's up, Go Girl?
Go Girl. I like that one. That's a good name.
Good to see you. We got Janet. What's up, Janet? It's good to see you.
Hey.
Welcome. Come on in. We're gonna talk some. We got actually some questions we're gonna ask, and we're gonna talk, and it's gonna be great. We got Justin. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, brother. We got Rachel. How you doing, Rachel? Welcome in.
Rochelle. That's Rochelle.
Oh, Rochelle. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Rochelle's on our team. She's awesome. She's amazing.
Is
I love it. We so many people that we get to be a part of their lives. And
I call her a big loser, fast loser. She's a fast loser. She is killing this program. It's amazing. I can't wait to hear from Rochelle in a minute. She's got some amazing insight. Who else is on?
We got Chrissy Reef all the way in Florida. What's up, Chrissy? Good to see you.
Alex and the ladies.
Well, that's my buddy's wife, Pete. Me and Pete, we're knights at the round table. We eat together. We're basically, we'll help each other out with business, and we're just good friends.
Nice.
We got Sugar Plum Fairy. What's up, Sugar Plum? She
Was
says
she on
hello.
last night?
All.
Yeah, she was on.
I know the name. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, all. I can't stay, but wanted to say hello and wish y'all the very best love and prayers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right, so what do we do then? We just start popping out these questions, Adrienne. What you got?
Well, yeah, let's. You want to run the intro and then we'll get started.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
When we're not talking, we'll all mute so we don't have the feedback.
Gotcha. All right, yeah. Thank you for reminding me. This is the first time I run an intro after starting, so we're gonna run this intro. You guys enjoy it, and then we're gonna start this show. All right. And there it is.
I love that intro. You did such a good job, Alex.
Thank you.
I am doing that.
He's a man of many talents. Okay.
Yeah.
The longer I know Alex, the more I'm realizing about how talented you are and how we all knew the day you we call that sexy man. The day that Jen introduced me to Alex, I was like, this guy is so inspirational. He's so amazing. He's going to make an amazing health coach. I was so excited just to have him on our team as a client. And I'm secretly like, please coach, because people are going to love you so much. And that's already proving to be right. You've already been so inspirational to other clients on our team, other coaches on our team, and then all these people that you're reaching out there in the internet world. It's incredible.
Thank you. Yeah, it's amazing. It's a blessing, really. Like if you would have asked me or told me, did you know that in 4 months you're going to drop 100 pounds, you're going to change your life completely, financially, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and you're going to inspire people to follow in your footsteps, and you're going to be a coach. Like if you would have told me that, I'm like, yo, you're crazy. Like, no, that's not happening. Like that would have been me. That would have been me saying that. But yeah, it's been a total blessing. Like I always say, you make plans and God laughs, right? You make plans and God laughs, and God is sitting back right now watching all of us, and saying, this is what I planned this whole time, right? So
I had no idea. Like when I started this program, so I started this program 2.5 years ago. Okay. And I lost 75 pounds in 6 months. And at first I was like, I just knew that I needed to get healthy. I was on a lot of medications. I had a lot of health issues. I knew something had to change. And I took the faith, and we can talk about that later, but it was a jump. It was a leap to try something very different than I had always traditionally thought was weight loss, right? But I had no idea. I couldn't have bet. I would have lost the bet completely to know how my life is now, 2.5 years later. Then I just thought I was losing some weight. And then how my life is now, I never in my wildest dreams would have imagined. That's what's so cool, right?
Yeah, I agree. Jen, what do you got to say?
Yeah. Well, first of all, if it wasn't for Facebook, I wouldn't even know. Today is my friendiversary with Adrienne. On this day 2 years ago, we both walked into a nail salon, didn't know each other, but she looked familiar because I knew her from town. Yeah, ironically, we're both a different nail salon. Didn't know we both switched until we ran into each other at that nail salon. But I had no idea what you were about to bring to my life that day 2 years ago. I just struck up a conversation. I was like, you look familiar. Are you in town? And the conversation just went from there. And then here we are. I just, where I was a year ago, seriously, where I was a year ago, that picture that was in the intro that I was wearing a pink shirt, I vividly remember, because I resell on Mercari, Poshmark, and eBay. I vividly remember sitting at my station, my little makeshift desk, taking a picture and standing up, and like I saw spots and the whole room spun, and I was just so ill. And I didn't know that day that within a month, exactly 1 month from that day that picture was taken, my whole entire world was about to flip upside down for the better. I was going to get healthy. I was about to do things that I never thought I could do. I never went rock climbing before in my life. I climbed, well, I didn't go all the way up the wall, but I got halfway up a rock climbing wall with my kids. I did a ropes course a month ago with them. I could never have done that.
Jen, did you tell everybody how much weight you've already lost?
I've lost 94 pounds. So I started July 14th at 235 pounds. I'm 5'4". I said to Adrienne, I just want to get to 200 pounds. That's all. I'll be happy at 200. If I could lose 30 pounds, I'll be good. And then I got there and I'm like, I am not stopping. I am totally going to get into the middle of a healthy BMI. And I'm on my way. I'm still getting there. I'm at the top of a healthy BMI. I'm not in the middle yet, but I will.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And we got people in the chat. Alexis is saying, she's saying, I need a grand sensei. I'm at the heaviest we've ever been in my life. And reselling rock stars is saying, found out today, need to change my eating habits, sleeping habits. I need to change. I have to change. And I think these comments bring up what we were originally going to do. And this is our first question for the chat, right? Do you really care about getting healthy? Do you want to improve your life? Because that's what this is about. So take it away, y'all. Take it away.
So, I mean, I think it's about helping people to understand the possibilities, right? Because this program has a very clear method and framework how to get there. So that's not even really the problem or the worry, because a lot of times we all say, well, I know what I need to do. I just need to do it. But then the reality sets in and you don't really know what you need to do, because you're reading on the internet, you're doing all of these different things. Your neighbor has a thing, the doctor says something, like all these people say all these different things. My doctor was like, just go to the gym, eat salads. And I'm like, well, that's what I'm doing. And I still weigh 225 pounds, so it was like, that having this framework and knowing that these are possibilities, that we can fill our days with vibrancy and physical health and have a sense of calm and joy, that we wake up in the morning knowing that we're going to fill our day with actions that are going to take us to our goals, but also give us a sense of fulfillment. And that all, like, health is physical and mental and financial, to be honest with you, so like knowing that all of those things are possible, right? And that, and we can talk more about the changes that, like, Sarah, for instance, is new on the program. And Sarah, tell us how much things have changed for you in such a short period of time.
Well, I know that one thing that was really starting to bother me was not being able to get off the couch really easy. I'm only 34 years old, and it was hard for me to get up. I'd have to roll off the couch because I was 266.4 pounds, and my legs hurt, my knees hurt. My back hurt so bad that I've had to have multiple epidural spinal injections over the last year. My back pain has improved, which is crazy because my back's hurt like majority of my life. It's easy for me to get up. I'm not tired. With my kids, I thought it was just my kids and my family just having a crazy lifestyle where I was tired. But now my internal clock, I wake up about 5:45 every morning and I'm ready to go. And I have energy all day, even on days that I don't drink my 1 cup of coffee. So it's just like, it's not only losing the weight, it's the feeling better. And that's what was important to me, because I felt like I was going to die and I didn't know why, because every time I'd go to the doctor, they'd say, well, you look fine. Your blood work's fine, but I didn't feel fine. I was expecting a heart attack.
I can relate to that 100%. Like, I know that up until the point that I made that decision, I knew that for 6 months, every day, there would be one instant or more in the day that I felt I was going to die. I would have images of what if I died, right? What if I died and my mom would have to find me in my room, right? And how long would that take for them to find me, right? Because for the most part, they know I'm busy, I'm working, and they leave me alone. So, what, at night, in the morning, like, and all these thoughts would go through my head, and it was just constantly like that. And I went through that for months, maybe longer, honestly, but I can vividly remember for at least 6 months feeling the chest pains, feeling this tingling feeling, standing up and like literally my body's going like this because I can't see. My vision just disappears. And I was just so unhealthy. And I knew I had to make a change. But this question right here, did I really care about getting healthy? Did I really want to improve my life? I did. But the really part, it wasn't enough until finally I had this moment of I'm at my McDonald's. I got 5 Happy Meals in front of me because I'm chasing the Pikachu cards, right, from Pokemon, and I eat 5 Happy Meals on my 6-year clean and sober anniversary date. And I'm thinking to myself, I need to let people know that I celebrated 6 years clean and sober. So I need to make a post. And when I thought that, I told myself, I can't lie. I don't feel sober. I was miserable. And that courage that I took to make a post and put my heart on my sleeve, tell the world, I am sick, I am unhealthy, and I'm going to die, and I need to change. Doing that one little action right there made me almost feel free of that burden and gave me the little bit of strength I needed to take that step into the direction of like, okay, I'm going to do it. I really do care about getting healthy. I really do want to improve my life. So that was my whole thing.
Alex, I don't know if everybody on here, because some people might be coming from my page or Jen's page, like share with everybody how much you weighed when you started the program and how much you've lost so far.
So I started over 450 pounds. The scale I had only weighed up to 450. And honestly, it went to like 451, 452 before it just went blank and said error, right? So I say I weighed 460. I could have easily weighed more than that, but I say 460. Right now I'm at 351 pounds. I'm almost at the 350 mark, and it's been. I started plan on February 24th, but again, this whole improving and getting healthy part that really wanting to do that, it started a couple weeks before I started plan. So I had that boost right before I started the program, which the program just made it simple, right? It made it really simple. It's only complicated because we complicate it. That's it. Honestly, that's my opinion. My opinion is that we complicate it, right? So I was able to do that, and 4 months. It's been about 4 months. What date are we on? 18th. I started planning on February 24th. That was my start date.
That's crazy.
It hasn't even been 4 months, and I've lost over 100 pounds.
Every time I'm always, now that I've had, I have 101 clients, and that's not including my coach's clients. So that's like really exciting for me. But I never cease to be amazed and have these like full body goosebumps when I hear a story like this. It's like there's people that just had that 7 pounds that they could never lose. And then there's people that have a much longer journey like yourself, but either way it works. And like Sarah had said, that feeling of actual life improvement is the being able to get up off the couch or just having the energy. Or for me, it was my sciatica and my foot pain and my knee pain and all these things, carrying around that extra 75 pounds. It's improved the quality of my life, just that. I mean, this kind of brings us to the next question. Do you want to post the next question, Alex?
Yep, definitely. So were we going to do the question or what did you
why?
Okay.
Knowing your why. Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Yeah.
Right there.
So knowing your why is the first step in your self-discovery process. So Alex, kind of to piggyback off of what you were talking about, you were in the parking lot at the McDonald's, you have all these Happy Meals. It's your 6-year anniversary. And you were like, this, I'm not sober. So that was your aha moment, right? So was that your why? Is that why you wanted to get healthy? Like you realized you had something else to do, or like what else was going on? I mean,
my why was literally I wanted to live. My why was literally I wanted to experience life, you know, and not just hide. You know, I wanted to live. That was my why. And that totally made that was my aha moment. I did not want to die. I did not want to die miserable. I didn't want to die a nobody. I didn't want to die somebody who didn't accomplish things in life. I didn't want to die somebody that was remembered as a poor guy, you know. I wanted to die somebody that would leave something back for when I go, my legacy continues. You know, I wanted to change the world, and I knew I had to change myself to do that. You know, and it's something I always said. I always said changing the world is easy if we only focused on changing ourselves. So like focus on changing yourself and watch the world change. You know,
yeah, it starts with the man in the mirror. Jen,
It's
what
funny.
about you?
It's funny you say that because I to this day I journal everything that I eat. The top of this, it says right here, I change myself, I change the world. I read that every single morning when I write my what I eat for the day. But it's me too. I had the whole out of the body experience. I thought I was having a heart attack. I was in such a depressive state. I felt like I was giving up on my life. And I knew my kids, I mean, they're elementary school age. They need me. They can't grow up without a mom. Who's going to do all the things that I do? Because we do a lot. Not my husband. I mean, you know, he works so hard. You know, who replaces mom? No offense, men, guys. But mom is, you know, I needed to be in my kids' lives and I needed to be present because I was not. I remember 2 or 3 years ago sitting in a roller coaster on vacation, pulling the bar down, and my stomach was so big that it didn't close. And the guy goes to me, "Well, sorry, you can't ride the ride." And I had to stand up and shout to my husband, and I'm like, "You got to switch because I can't take Tyler on this ride." So he switched with me. I was mortified. He's mortified. We're both mortified. It was an embarrassing situation. I knew, and I felt so bad walking off the ride. It was the walk of shame, you know? But we're going back in a month to that same park, and I am getting on that roller coaster, and I am doing it over. And I don't need to take Tyler on. I'm doing this for me now because he's tall enough to ride by himself. But it's the whole desperation of I'm stuck where I am, and I always envision myself being that overweight person and never moving on with my life and never doing anything with my life. I was just mom, you know, and I wasn't.
You were stuck.
Yeah, I was totally stuck.
Sarah,
And
what about you? What's your
Yeah.
why? I mean, I know what it is, but share with everyone if you don't mind what your why is.
I have a couple, but the one that made me start the program was I hated myself. And everybody on social media wouldn't think that. They thought I was so pretty and so confident. I used to have on my Instagram description, plus size and fabulous. I put that on there because I was uncomfortable with myself. And I wanted other people to think me being plus size was fabulous. And I tried to make it seem like everything was beautiful and perfect, when in reality, I was... When I cry, I was dying inside. And I just wanted to die. I didn't want to live anymore. And I just watching Jen for 8 months. She tried to get me to join this program. And I was like, no. And then it was funny. The one day I went to go pick up a Halloween witch like 2 hours away. And there was a cute little pinup clothing store just down the street. And I was like, oh, I'm going to go in there. You know, they have plus size clothes. I can go and get a cute dress today. As I was feeling bad about myself and wanted to look pretty. And I go in there and they went up to a 4X. And yeah, they run small, but still it was 4X and it would not fit. Nothing in the entire store would fit. And I held back my tears and went to the car. And I remember driving 80 down the freeway crying, and I'm messaging Jen like this. I said, let's do this. That's all I said. That was for the moment. That was it. I don't know why it was the clothing store that was like the tip of the iceberg, but that was it. And the other why is my children. Like you said, Dad's, he's probably watching, love him to death. But there's no way that he'd be able to. With my son, Roman, he's 8. He's got a brain tumor. It's benign, but he's going blind and he's doing chemo. And there's no way that I think he could get through this without mommy. So I have to be here for my kids. There's lots of whys.
And I want to just
that works the most for you.
Sorry. I just want to add, if anyone has excuses to not stay on plan, it's you. You have every excuse in the book to go off, and you don't. You have such a love of what you're doing, and you're taking it so seriously that you're not going off. And I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
You're so strong.
You saved my life.
Else-
6 years, you saved my life.
Something else I want to talk about, pulling off of that. So right now, Sarah, your why is so intense, right? You're new in your journey. Your son has a brain tumor. He's going through chemo. You need to be strong and energetic and positive and in the right mindset to support him. Because he's what, 9 years old?
He just turned 8. Yeah.
He just turned 8. Sorry, he's 8. So he's young, and you've got to be his rock, right? And if mom isn't healthy and in the right state of mind, then the whole thing falls apart, right? So this is your why right now. Jen, like we had talked about, has already lost all this weight, and she's now really close to her healthy BMI, and she's already at the very top of the healthy BMI. And so now her why is kind of shifting because she doesn't have that desperation anymore of worrying about, am I going to die? Am I going to, she can go, we were bathing suit shopping yesterday, like she can fit into bathing suits in a small. She went from like, 1X to a small. No, 2X.
I was wearing size 22 last summer.
Okay. So
She was small.
And now she's in a small. So that kind of why is gone. Our why can change and evolve, and it sometimes has to, because like we're saying, it's the first step in your self-discovery process. So you get through one phase, this journey never ends, right? Because maybe we get to our goal weight, but we're still coming up with new whys to keep going and to keep discovering more about ourselves. Jen, do you have a new why? You're still working on it?
My why is for vanity reasons right now, and I hate that. Isn't that funny?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, though.
There's nothing.
No, well, I think it's almost petty to have a vanity why. I want to have a deeper meaning of a why, but I've never been a size 4 in my life. Never. Even in high school, my thinnest, I was a 7'8". I put on a size, not just one. I put on 3 different size 4s yesterday in Old Navy that were not stretch jeans and shorts, and I bought them. A size 4. I was a size 18 a year ago, and I could barely walk. I waddled. I couldn't get off the floor. I couldn't walk up and down my stairs. I couldn't walk up one flight of stairs without getting to the top and being out of breath, totally huffing and puffing.
And I want to add to like what Adrienne was saying about your why evolves, and like how you said, you have like a vanity, you want to get to size 4. I think like how Adrienne was talking about, you have that initial why, the one that really just kicks you and gets you going. And then you start discovering all these other whys, especially when you start experiencing things that you didn't imagine because you only thought about weight, right? You only thought, oh, I'm going to lose weight. But then you start experiencing things like me, putting on my shoes, for the first time in over a year, because it would take me 10 minutes to put on my shoes. So I wore slides every day because I dreaded putting on my shoes. And, one of my whys was I want to exercise again. I want to play basketball again. My whys, I have multiple whys. I think it becomes more than just one why. I used to play basketball every single day. I used to dunk. All right. I used to dunk on people. All right. At 6'4" in high school, I used to dunk on people. I want to do that again. But my deeper whys are once I realized that, I'm alive today because I feel that the reason I'm alive is because I was given a gift, a second chance to live. And my life isn't necessarily mine as much as it is others. Like I feel that my life is a gift to give to others, that I'm supposed to help others live. And then when I realize that I'm inspiring people and people are asking me, hey, what are you doing? I need help, this and that. Like, this is what I'm supposed to have been doing the whole time. So my biggest why right now, outside of me, because I'm maintaining myself, my main priority why, right? Because I know that if I don't work on myself, there's no way I can help anyone work on themselves. But my biggest why besides that is helping others. And my mom was one of them. My mom was my biggest why. My mom was unhealthy. My mom was depressed. My mom didn't move. My mom didn't have, goals. And I'm sorry, Mom, I'm saying this, right? I'm letting people know because you're doing amazing now, Mom.
He is.
It's amazing. So
I love your mom.
my mom's doing great. So, but then what? That's it? Okay, I'm done now. I reached my why. No. Like now I got more whys. I got the world to save. I pretend I'm Superman every day. Like I go into the chats on YouTube with my friends and I say hi. And I say, what are you up to or whatever? I'm say, or like I gotta go real quick. I say, hey, I gotta go save the world. The world's not gonna save itself. I'll see you guys later. I say that because I believe in that, even though it might be crazy. I believe in it. I believe that.
Crazy. It's not crazy, but it can be, and like you're saying, you need to keep your health as a top priority and working on yourself as a top priority, because we are not hero coaches, right? Like falling into that part of the drama triangle of being the hero, where we're then putting other people's problems in as our first and foremost agenda on the top of our agenda. So then I'm too busy to work on myself, right? So this program is really amazing because as we coach, we are digging deeper into our own journey and our own self-discovery and our own personal development, and knowing that I keep my top priority is I go work out, I eat healthy, I make sure I get a good night's sleep. Obviously there's things that happen sometimes that wake us up in the middle of the night. If you have pets or families or anything like that, what I'm talking about. But, outside of that we create structure in our lives and a routine. And then from that space, we can help others because we know how to help ourselves now. Because it was really easy for me as a mom and as an over volunteerer and, all of these things. I put my entire life on hold for everybody else, for my kids, for their father, for my family, or whatever it was, the school or, whatever thing when I was still working. And the more I retreated and relinquished control over my life to everybody else, that I was no longer in charge of my life. It was everybody else's fault where I was, or I was using it as an excuse to be where I was, right? Well, I can't work because of the kids, or I can't do this because of him or her or them or whatever, right? And I felt completely out of control. My weight was out of my control. My health was out of my control. I was hospitalized several times due to lupus, where the doctors are literally yelling at me like, you could die, and I felt like all of those things were out of control. I had no career anymore. I had no income anymore. I felt very trapped by my health issues, by my family situation, and talk about low point. I didn't see a way out. And so for me, just to make that first step of losing some weight, I had no idea what it would lead to. But like Alex, you were saying, I didn't even know what was possible. It was almost hard for me to set goals because I was so used to quitting and just relinquishing control to everybody else. I was looking for control freaks in my life. I was looking for people to tell me what to do so I could play the victim. I didn't realize it consciously then. Now I know because I've done all the work, but not all the work, but I'm still working on it. But that was a step that I was taking to, anyway, I don't know. I think that's kind of, you want to play the intro again, and then we can go into the next question, Alex?
All right, yeah. So if anybody missed it, I'm gonna play this right here. Well, the show's gonna continue. We're only halfway through, I think, because we're definitely going right along. So. Oops, I realized I had the banner on the whole time.
I I
It
noticed
is
that. I
all
was like,
good. It's all good. It's all good.
So,
So I can. So you want to move on to the next question? Because at the end, we had a chat person in the chat had a question way earlier, so I typed
oh
it
yeah,
out and put it on
yeah,
a banner.
yeah. Let's talk about it.
You want to do that first? Okay. So Janet asked, "I have tried other programs before. What makes yours different?"
That's a good
And
one.
that's
Yeah,
a
I
really
mean,
good one.
yeah. So, well, lots of things. I mean, this is like unlike any other program I've ever done. I mean, I did, all the Weight Watchers and the HCG shots where I would go to the doctor and I would put shots in my stomach every day and eat 500 calories. That was a fun one. I lost 30 pounds on that and gained it all back right after, by the way. So that was fun and depressing and starving. And I was starving all the time. It was miserable. I, did the paleo, vegan, paying all this money for nutritionists, trainers, challenge programs at the spin studio. And they would give me a meal plan to follow for 2 weeks. And I would go spin every day. And I would really be exhausted and hungry and feel low on my energy and kind of stressed out by the whole thing. And then I would lose 5 pounds, 10 pounds, maybe 15 pounds. And then I would just, as soon as I would get off that program, as soon as that 2 weeks was done, I would start gaining the weight back and sometimes even gain more back than I had lost. But because I hadn't really changed my habits, it was a temporary thing, right? So this program, the diet portion of the program is actually only 25% of the program. So this program's so different because it's really a personal development program with the side benefit of weight management. So you can do this program if you've already lost your weight doing Weight Watchers or a challenge at the gym, and you lost 20 pounds. But now you're like, oh my God, how do I maintain it? And this program is really all about the maintenance. The weight loss is kind of almost like look at these amazing amounts of weight that have been lost in a short period of time. The weight comes off. That's not the problem. It's now we have to dig into how do we keep the weight off? In this program, that's really kind of where it starts. The weight loss is only phase 2 of 6 phases. So this program is different because we really get to the root of why you got to be unhealthy, what's going on in your life. And then you have a coach that comes with the program at no added cost. You have a sense of community because community is super important for us. When you're living on a desert island in the middle of the ocean all by yourself, the picture of the little island with the palm tree and it's just you and it's just a vast ocean. It's scary. Is help coming? Am I the only one here? How do I survive? And that's how we're used to living. I got to pull myself up by my bootstraps. Well, you're still going to do the work. We're not doing it for you. But having that sense of community around you where other people are going through similar things and maybe something even bigger than what you're dealing with. I thought my problems were the worst in the world and I was poor me. And then I meet someone like Sarah and I'm like, you know what she's dealing with her son is hard. It's hard. And I, kudos to her for not using that as an excuse. And that's actually her why. We can take our excuses and flip it and turn it into our why. But that's the thing. So we have the community. We have this amazing system that Dr. Anderson has written where it's books and you educate yourself about the glycemic index, how to eat, how to exercise moving forward, making sure that all of our actions align with our goals. So if my goal is to lose 100 pounds, or if my goal is to lose 10 pounds, but then every day I'm going and getting ice cream and drinking a bottle of wine, well, my actions aren't aligning with my goals. So this is where this program helps you to have everything working synergistically together, and you have so many layers of support. And I've been able to continue getting healthier after I lost the 75 pounds. I've been able to get healthier. I feel at 46 healthier than I did at 45. And I felt better at 45 than I did at 44. But now when I look back at 46, back to 40, where I thought I was going to die, I was hospitalized. Like they were yelling at me, you're going to die. You know, that in 6 years to say that I not only feel younger, I look younger, but my energy level is completely changed. And now I've been able to set these new goals for myself that I didn't even think were ever possible. Like I can do pull-ups now, chin-ups and stuff that I just thought I'd never be able to do, you know, and I'm achieving these goals like right and left. And so now it's like fun to set goals and make goals and achieve them. And it's not like a burden on my life. It's like what kind of drives me now. So that's a huge shift for me. And that's why this program is so different. I mean, do you guys have anything else to add?
You want me to add? Because no one else wants to.
Add,
there you go. Come on, Jen. No, you add. I'm working the chat right now.
Absolutely.
Before we add, I do want to, because this is something we got to do, right? Somebody, friend of mine, you guys know him, right? Oscar. He sent a super sticker, $5 super sticker. So, Oscar, thank you for the super sticker, man. Much love to you, bro.
Oscar's awesome.
Gonna
it's so weird being on this end and seeing Oscar type, because I usually type to them. I'm talking over. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's so weird being on this end and like having Oscar in the chat where I'm always watching and typing and Oscar's on video. So, hey, Oscar. But for me, besides the like everything this program gives, the community is something that I never knew I needed so deeply. I connected with so many people because they understand me and they've been in my shoes, or not even in my shoes, but they just have the same struggles or similar struggles where we connect on a level that I might not connect with the mom that's local in town, or maybe she's in town and she needs me and community and she doesn't know it yet. You know, I so desperately needed a year ago, with COVID and everything, and even before COVID, I so desperately needed friends that I could relate to and feel in my blood and in my soul. And I have them. They're not in front of me in real life. I mean, they're virtual friends, but I have such deep connections with them. I wouldn't have that if I didn't start this program. I wouldn't.
Yeah, and I can also say that that's the same thing. Like for me, I've had a whole life of, weight problems and health problems and trying to get it right. There were times where I was in shape, like in really great shape. There was times where I wasn't in the best shape of my life. And everything I've done, I did Atkins, I did a lot of different things. All right, not to name names, but I've done a lot of different things. Right. Okay. I joined gyms, UFC. I even was gonna become a UFC fighter. All right. Now I would have been the best. I could probably still do it. All right. The thing is that I always lacked structure. I always lacked guidance. Right. So I had the plans in front of me. They were pretty easy to understand, get a little app and take, note of your calories and your carbs and, don't drink soda and all these different things. And I would do it just fine, but then life would happen. Last time I was trying to get healthy, my grandfather passed away, but before he passed away, I needed to take care of him. So I literally took a whole 5 weeks off of work and I spent 24 hours a day with my grandfather. And Oscar could tell you this. Oscar knows because he was part of that. And it was hard, it was really hard. So imagine, I was going to school. I was going to my recovery group almost every single night. I was working a full-time job. I was reselling on the side, trying to build my own little side hustle business. I had a lot of things going on. Then my grandfather all of a sudden gets brain tumors. All of a sudden, this old man who, what's up, Tommy? All of a sudden, this old man who seemed as though he was 40 years old. My grandfather, he would still climb trees at 82 years old. He would still walk the block for miles and walk his little chihuahua. He would drive up to people's houses and start domino parties, like playing dominoes, because that's what Cubans do. And all of a sudden, he couldn't even stand up. And so I had to take that burden on, in a sense, right? Like, but to me, it was a blessing because I was able to spend that time with my grandfather, but life got in the way. So I stopped going to the gym. I stopped eating healthy. I stopped, I said, I'll get back to it. I didn't have structure. I didn't have support. I didn't have guidance. I didn't have friends that I had friends. But it was different, right? It was a whole different community. Friends I have now, I know I can be like, hey, look, this, I'm wanting to go off plan. This is happening, da da da, and you guys are there for me. My friends were there for me then too, but it was the lack of tools, the lack of knowledge, the lack of all these things that this program has offered me now. Because I've gone through life has happened in the past, and I smashed a whole Little Caesars pizza to the face. But guess what? I was able to jump right back on plan the next day. And understand the situation, and that emotional situation has not happened since. I've been in that situation, but again, my emotions had grown because of the program and the understanding that I have towards that emotion, so there's a lot of things that, to me.
Right. So we're looking at managing our emotions in this program, right? Because emotional mismanagement leads to being unhealthy, making unhealthy choices, right? So your response to these life stressors, which will always happen. We're always going to have some kind of, swine flu, coronavirus, like, every few years, there's some other thing that we're supposed to be panicking about. There's, crazy elections, there's natural disasters, fires in California, hurricanes in the Gulf. Things are always going to happen. And it's how we respond. There's always going to be a sick family member or someone that we have to take care of, and becoming the hero, right? And recognizing my role in the drama triangle, right? Where I'm going to put their problems ahead of my own health and let myself go. So these kind of things are what we work on, right? So Alex is a hero. He's a giver. He puts other people's needs before his own, right? Alex? Yes. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
I do recognize it though. So I do put myself first, but like it's that there's a very thin line, like
right.
I would totally go out the way for anybody right now. Like if somebody were to call me right now, I'm there,
Right. And that's not a bad thing, but it's when we start using it as an excuse not to address our own issues. I can't make it to the gym. I can't eat healthy. I'm in a hurry because I've got to go take care of this person. So I'm just going to go get a Little Caesars pizza. Sarah is running back and forth to chemo treatments with her son. She could say, you know what? I don't have time to prep and eat something healthy and make a salad with some grilled chicken. I'm just going to go eat at McDonald's. That is the old way of thinking that we all were trapped in, right? But now it's like, you know what? I need to make my healthy food so I can be there and present and feeling good to help my son while he's in need, right? So it's really that concept of putting your own oxygen mask on first before you put it on others.
I want to add to that too, because not only did he do chemo, he had issues with mouth sores and things a couple weeks ago. And I was living at the hospital for almost 3 days. And that could have been, the best time for me to go off plan and best time to just give up. And I made sure to bring all of my feelings, even though I was rushing out the door to go to the ER. I grabbed a whole bunch of random things, which happened to be shakes, but I threw them in there. And I didn't tell anybody that I was on a special plan. I just asked the nurses for ice buckets, and I would put the ice in the water bottle one by one in my shake, and I'd shake it up and drink it. And the cafeteria, they have those delicious cheeseburgers and the pizza and the nachos and all that we were ordering for my son, but I was ordering the chicken and the broccoli. And you can literally do it anywhere, even at a hospital. It's your choice. That's it. It's your choice.
And at the end of the day, the food tastes amazing. Like good, healthy food tastes good. Like it's incredible. But I think it's a lot to do with also that habit that we formed and the way our bodies crave, sugar and carbs and, extra fat, and like, all this unhealthiness. Our body literally craves it. We're sick. We're physically and mentally, emotionally sick, okay? But we do it anyway, like an alcoholic. Like an alcoholic goes crazy all night drinking, blacks out, wakes up the next day not knowing where they're at, and their first words are, "I'm never gonna drink again." 2 hours later, their buddy says, "Hey, we're picking up some beers and going fishing. You want to go?" "Yeah, man, I need a beer because I'm hungover." You get what I'm saying? So I think it's that too, like.
And our taste buds change. Like mine, first of all, I never thought I would like the taste of healthy food. When I thought of healthy food, I thought it was bland and it was boring and it was, ugh. So then I discovered recipes. And first of all, I hated cooking. I would make, a few staples here and there, but I would never go and get adventurous. And let's say my daughter was dancing. After dance, we would go to McDonald's. I would order pizza. I was always ordering or doing fast food. That was my life. Occasionally I did cook, but like I said, it was staples. It was like, chicken splits, it was burgers, all bad things. Burgers are healthy, by the way. I shouldn't have said that. You can make burgers healthy. But once I started and getting like inventive in the kitchen, I was like, oh my God, this is really tasty. And Rayo's is my favorite. It's Rayo's, not Rouse. Rayo's is my favorite sauce. So if I want to have spaghetti and meatballs, I have spaghetti squash with turkey meatballs and Rayo's sauce. And it's comfort food, it hits the spot. I'm fueling my body and I'm healthy.
I mean, that's a whole nother topic, comfort food, because you know how I feel about that term. I call it discomfort food and I did a whole video on my Facebook about it because comfort food brought me nothing but discomfort. Pain in my joints, swollen belly, inflammation, feeling bad about myself physically, and making life seem so hard, right? So why we call it comfort food is because we're using it to numb our feelings and escape from whatever reality that we're in. And when we realize that the comfort comes from actually dealing with the reality and eating healthy, and now I feel very comfortable. I feel great. I mean, okay, I did hurt my shoulder, but that's not related to that was something else. But overall, that this whole concept of comfort food actually brings us discomfort. It's so ironic that that's what we call it, right? And it is Rayo's.
No,
it is Rayo's.
And I know that Sarah's with me on this. How you say it, Sarah?
Sarah.
I call it Rouse.
No, I thought you said Rayo's. You traitor.
Rouse.
It's the right.
Rouse.
It's the rights against the lefts. Yeah.
New York against the whole rest of the country. Where it is in New York City, by the way. So
yeah, I mean, it's a restaurant here. It's a restaurant in New York, and it's Rayo's, and that's how they pronounce it. So it's like tomato, potato. Rayo's.
Yeah, you guys are wrong, but I'll let you think you're right. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna end this. I think we should end this soon. We've been on 53 minutes. Let's go to an hour. Right? And let's end it with this right here. And if anyone has any other questions, any questions, anything like that, you guys got the links to all of our Facebooks, our Instagrams. If you're watching me on YouTube, you already know how to reach out to me. Email me. You can actually email me at coachthatman@gmail.com. YouTubers, you know what I'm saying? So, so you can reach out to us, talk to us, and we'd love to talk to y'all.
Yeah, we can answer questions and keep the conversations going with you guys. Message us, and we'll be back next week. We'll each be going live on our own pages the rest of the week, and then next week we will come back together as a group again. So this next question is, who is responsible for your current health and well-being? And it's a multiple choice question. I'm going to list off the multiple choices, and you guys can have more than one, however many you want. So 1 is your parents, 2, your spouse, 3, your friends, 4, your environment, 5, your genetics, and 6 is you. So again,
Is this a trick question?
your options are, it is, yeah. It's a riddle. No, it's just a question. So just answer whatever you feel. So parents, spouse, friends, environment, genetics, or you. Who is responsible for your current health and well-being? Is anybody?
So we got Upside Down Picker says 6. Talbert's mom says 6. Tiffany says 6.
All
Yeah,
right.
this is totally a trick question. Totally.
Yeah. Okay. So any other answers?
Susan says, what about all of the above?
Okay. Fair
That
enough.
works. So
All right. Okay.
Go
Anybody
Go
else?
Girl says me. So 6. She's saying 6. That Mookie says, oh no, she's talking to Talbert's mom. That's so interesting. Not good to eat meat and potatoes together. The Purple Rose says 6. Alexis Kit says her. Reselling Rockstar says 6. So I think it's unanimous.
It's unanimous.
It's unanimous that it's pronounced rouse. That's what it's. I mean, it's the
Time
number
out.
6.
Oscar called the 800 number, and I am right, and so is Adrienne.
Okay,
Those people.
so
Come on now.
those of you that like to eat Rayo's tomato sauce. Okay, so guys, anyone that answered 6, you're right. You are right. Ding, ding, ding. And that's awesome that we have so many people that know the right answer, because, you know, the fact is that we need to take charge of our lives, right? Someone, unless they're literally force feeding you and putting the food in your mouth, you are responsible for where you are. And it doesn't even matter how we got here, where we are. Now we're here and moving forward, taking charge of our lives and taking charge of our health and our well-being. That's what's important. I really hung on to blaming my health on all of these other things. And once I realized that I could take control and be in the driver's seat, right? Like when Alex earlier was talking about the emotions and having these emotions and then going and eating the pizza or the burgers or whatever, that not letting your emotions drive the car, right? You're driving the car. You're now the driving force in your life. Us as a health coach, we're like, I always say, we're like the voice on the GPS. Turn right at the next light, you know, and in 200 feet, your destination will be on the left. You know, that is what our role is, but you're still driving the car. Oh, you grew up in Newburgh? Oh, cool. Awesome. So, you know, like you're driving the car. So you can choose to ignore the GPS and say, you know what, Waze is wrong. They don't know that there's construction on the highway and I'm going to go this way. That's fine. It's your journey. You're driving your car. It's your car. You can listen to us or not. You can listen to the program or not, but we know a direct way to get to your destination, and we can be that voice on the GPS, right? But you're still in charge of deciding to listen to the advice or not. You're still in charge of what you're putting in your mouth and what you're choosing to react to. You know, it's a choice to be unhappy. It's a choice to be angry. It's a choice to get frustrated or mad at someone. It's a choice. And it's a choice to put the pizza in our mouth, or it's a choice to put the cauliflower crust pizza in our mouth, right? You can have pizza. It's just a different kind of pizza. We even have a recipe on our program that's a pizza with chicken crust.
Oh, man.
Did you try that yet?
No,
Yeah,
I haven't tried it. You guys tried it. Was it good?
This is how we get. You know, we talk about like the
Amazing.
new recipes. Everybody, have you tried it? No, did you? No, I didn't try
It's
it.
amazing. It's
I
good.
tried it.
It's a
good.
little tedious because you got to drain the chicken and then you got to put it in and kind of like burn it to make the crust, but it is
you have
awesome.
to cook it up. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's good.
And for
It's
someone
good.
who hated cooking, it's a good recipe.
I still want to try that. I'm so like, I mean, I'm like one of those people. I'm like, I need things to be super, super, super easy. I'm a grab and go kind of girl, which is why I got into the mess in the first place with being obese. But you know, now I've set up my life so I can still be a grab and go kind of girl, but yet be healthy, right? So I've found quick ways. So when something is like a drawn out process, it don't work for me, but that's what's cool. This program can be for someone that's adventurous in the kitchen and they want to have fun and they're really creative in the kitchen, like my friends here are, and they want to do all these cool recipes. Or someone like me, where I'm like, can I just like have something ready to go because I'm on the run, and it can work for anyone in between.
Well, I went from making crazy recipes to now I'm more on the go. I love salads because it's just easy. I grill up my chicken fast, I throw in a salad, and it's fulfilling, and I'm satisfied. And that's all I need.
There you go. So I think we're right at an hour. I think this was awesome. This was super awesome.
This was great.
We're definitely doing this again. I don't care what, y'all can be busy all you want. We're doing this again. All right.
Next time I might not have my full face of makeup. I might be all not put together, but who cares?
Yeah, nobody cares. You look great either way, Jen.
Great. You guys all look great. And I can't wait to see what Sarah's going to wear because she's our fashionista of the group.
Wow.
She always looks so great.
Yeah, you're the superstar.
Yeah, totally.
Y'all really need to go check out. How you say it though? Because I don't want to say it wrong.
It's Vintage Beba. Yeah, it's a nickname that my stepdad gave me when I was like 18 months. He always called me Beba because he's full-blooded Sicilian. I don't really know where he got it from. I don't know if it's an Italian thing, but it was just calling me baby. And he used to spell it really ugly, Bayba, and I hated it, so I changed it to Baiiba. And so I just kind of keep it because I, love my dad.
I was thinking it was like the Britney Spears, like, oh, baby.
Now I change it.
Vintage baby.
Oh my gosh. Wait, guys, we forgot to talk about our theme song.
I don't have one.
All right, well, really quick, my
My
theme song is Try Everything by Shakira. I won't give up, I won't give in. I don't know the rest of the songs, but that's my theme song.
That's awesome.
What's yours, Sarah?
I don't have one.
Okay, we're going to discover it by next time.
Yeah, it's your homework. Go find a song.
Everybody's homework. We need a theme song.
I got mine.
Okay.
Okay, mine is Sia, Chandelier. I wanna swing from a chandelier. I love that song.
I want you to record yourself swinging from a chandelier.
One day, that's gonna be one of my goals right there. I'm gonna add. It was a roller coaster. I got skydiving. I got paragliding. I got a lot of things. I'm gonna add swinging from a chandelier. I'm gonna add that.
Wow. Okay. I mean, it doesn't take a lot of weight to probably pull the chandelier down. So I don't know how far down you're planning to go before the chandelier falls out of the ceiling.
Well, I'll have some people underneath to catch me just in case.
Yes, I'll catch you. I'll catch you.
That's what we do this for. We do this together. If I fall, y'all catch me.
One-armed because this shoulder is injured. But I'm lifting so I can catch you.
And I'll catch y'all the same way. Theme song of all time, A Reason to Fight by Disturbed. Love it. All right, y'all.
All right.
Beautiful. So again, follow everybody on here. The links to everyone's Facebook, Instagrams are in the description of YouTube, in the description of Facebook. Eye of the Tiger. That was actually the one I was going to say. Isn't that weird? That was very weird. I was going to say that one.
It's funny. Anyway, that always comes to my mind when I think of a theme song as The Eye of the Tiger. Always. Yeah, and we're on like a weird wavelength, right?
Like it is kind of a theme song anyway.
Yeah. Since last night when we were talking about last night, I was like, that's the song. Like I was going to say that. And then last minute right now I said Sia, Chandelier, because I thought it was funny, honestly.
Oh, Loca, Shakira's song. Go, go, girl.
Is
nice.
Loca. I know, but she together forever.
We just need to get Alan singing more.
Yeah. He can sing.
I got no shame.
Is there a way to link that recipe here? Because I'm just thinking I'll go find that recipe.
Guys, Sarah, I'm pointing in the wrong direction again because everything's switched. Sarah can sing. Remember, she can rap.
Yeah, she can rap.
So can I. We can rap together.
No.
And we can dance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you need to dance. Because home, I'm like
you sing
like a marionette doing an Irish jig when I have no my hips and my ribs. It's like all one straight motion. There's no like movement here.
I have plenty of movement down there. If anybody's seen my TikTok,
Yes,
video.
you have to go watch her TikTok.
Don't watch.
My God.
Oh.
I
That's
shake
amazing.
My booty.
I actually secretly, okay, guys, confession.
Yada,
I
yada,
tried
yada, yada.
doing that in my closet mirror. I was like, and it was so bad and hilarious. Oh my God. I can't, guys. I have no rhythm and like no movement in my body. I'm very stiff. I'm like a marionette or a robot. I don't know.
Post
Like,
it, you'll go
a
viral.
robot baby.
Post it, you'll go viral, and then Zephyr Hills and like I don't know, Zephyr Hills is gonna sponsor you and be like, sell our water, please. You know, I don't know. All right, hey,
Okay,
There's-
bye everybody. Love you guys.
love y'all.
Time.
See y'all
Thanks
next time.
so much.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.